So we are here. We invited some folks to come have lunch with us. We had to share the barbecue wealth over here.
Yeah, with all we've heard about Scott's, we just had to invite more people. This is Audrey, our Director of Member Experience, and her husband, David.
Well, nice to meet you both. Thanks for coming to have lunch with us. We thought this was a great day to kind of bring you guys on. You were part of the police department?
I was actually on the police department for 5 years.
Department.
And then
For 5 years,
Then I
okay.
went over to the fire department. I took the fire department.
So you did
back.
both. You
I
did police
both,
and
yes,
fire.
yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for all you've done.
Thank you. I worked up in Harlem for 5 years, and then I took
Was that
the
a
part-
difficult area to be?
It was a rough time, and it was during the crack epidemic, and there was a lot of homicides.
Man,
It was I grew up quick up there.
I'm sure.
We both say this. I probably wouldn't have married him if he was still a police officer.
Yeah.
It was just very intense.
So you were in the fire department or the police department during 9/11?
I was in the fire department.
The fire department. And so what was kind of like your experience for that? What were you doing? Were you on call?
I actually, we worked 24-hour shifts, and on 9/11, that was a Tuesday, and I had gotten off at 6 o'clock Monday night, so I wasn't working. But when I was home when it happened, and
He lost everybody in the firehouse.
You lost everybody at the firehouse? Oh my gosh. So they were working, but he wasn't? And so they got called in?
I could blame it on the hot sauce.
That's exactly. Way ahead of you, that's what I was gonna say. So did you go in or no? Or you were
I
just
went
kind
in
of...
and we were home, and we kind of had a little argument because I said I have to go in. So I drove down, and I knew most of the guys that were working because I had gotten off the night before, and that's when the new shift came on. So it was 15 guys that were on the shift in my firehouse.
And all 15 didn't make it? Wow. Were you normally on that crew, or did it kind of always rotate?
Yeah, you work with, you don't always work with the same guys, but you usually do the way your group numbers are, and when you come in. So everyone in the fire, you always work with them at some point. But there was guys that only had a couple of months on the job, and there was guys that had, almost 20 years. There was witnesses, other firemen from other firehouses that saw our guys, so we knew where they were. Like our engine company was in the Marriott Hotel, and the ladder company was in the lobby of Trade Center 1. And when the first tower came down, it crushed half of the Marriott Hotel. So that's how we lost all the guys from the engine. And then all the guys that were in the ladder company, they were trying to get people out of the elevator in the lobby. And then when the towers came down, that's where they were lost.
So both instances, they were kind of crushed by the fall of the buildings. So it was an instant thing.
I was down there for, I guess, a couple of days.
He was there for 5 days, and there was no communication. When he got there, he called me, and then the line, Verizon, shut down.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know if he made it or not. For 5 days. I'm lucky. I'm
block
one of
it
the
out.
lucky ones.
Obviously, I never,
Yeah.
that's just, I keep it so packed away that
I mean, understandably so, and I thank you for talking with us today. I mean, gosh, what a difficult personal thing to talk about. I'm sorry for stirring up some of these emotions, but what a great thing to kind of remind folks of, and remember how strong our country is,
Yes.
during this
Never
time.
forget.
Yeah, never forget.